Croeso I Cymru, welcome to Wales. We are live here at the House of Sport in Cardiff for the Europe Netball Open Challenge 2023. We've had some great games on court so far. Currently warming up behind us are the Wales development side. They are taking on the Isle of Man. This is the second game the Isle of Man have played today, but I'm sure we're going to see a fantastic performance from them. I'm really lucky to be joined by Claire Jones, a Welsh feather and head coach. Nearly gave you head coach.
Not quite.
Captain of the Celtic Dragons here in Wales. Big year for Wales in terms of the World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's great that we've been able to rectify what happened 4 years ago when we weren't quite able to make it to the World Cup. So to be able to continue the trajectory that we've been on since Commonwealth Games last year is huge for us, so really excited.
And the girls that we'll see on court today, the squad obviously hasn't been decided of who's on that plane yet going to South Africa. How important is it for these girls to showcase themselves today against the Isle of Man?
Yeah, it is really important, and I'm sure that it will be in the back of their minds, but actually exposure is key. It's great that we've got so many of us now playing in the Super League, but actually just getting in that game time, being able to practice the structure so that we have that consistency throughout our squad, no matter who is in that position, is key for us.
And when was the last time that you guys met as an international group, as in like a group for Wales, and how was camp at that point in time?
So we last finished our World Cup qualifying campaign back in October, and since then we have been in touch with each other. We've had the odd camps here and there, and that's the thing for us. Culture is huge. Staying in contact is part of that culture, and ensuring that we're all on the same page in terms of making sure that we get the best 12 to World Cup this year.
And a changing coach from Sarah Moore to Emily Handy's side. Emily was obviously involved in the World Cup qualifiers as an assistant coach.
Yes.
Big change, or has it just been
It's felt pretty seamless. I think that's the importance of values and ensuring that, you know, we not only have the right personnel in an athlete, but coaching staff as well to be able to continue that journey that we're on.
Fabulous. Well, you heard all the gossip from Claire. Luckily, she's joining me on commentary for this game. It's going to be a really exciting one. Can you make a prediction early on, Isle of Man versus Wales development?
Do you know what? I'm not going to write off Isle of Man too soon, but my loyalties will always be with Wales, so I'm going to go for a Wales win.
Well, you heard it here first. Claire's going to go for Wales. I'll go for Isle of Man. We'll keep it neutral. We'll see what happens. Make sure you don't go anywhere. All the action coming up soon.
What are your expectations going into this competition, Fran?
Obviously, it's a huge honour and privilege for France to be represented at Netball Europe in our first formal international competition. We're really excited to be here and hopefully put out a really great performance. The team have been working really hard to get to this point, and it's just nice for them to finally be able to have that opportunity to represent their country.
Absolutely, and I'm guessing there's a mixture of nerves and excitement going into this competition, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure there is a lot of excitement and a few nerves too, but I think we've been really fortunate to build an elite culture from the outset, so hopefully that will help steady some of those nerves and help that environment.
So the last time you were on court was as a player, back here with the Isle of Man for this competition as a defensive technical coach. What experience do you bring to that team then in that position?
Experience of understanding what it feels like to be on court and have to cope with all the other things that go on around being on court as well.
Is it scarier being a player or a coach?
Coach. Absolutely. When you're playing, once the whistle's gone, you just crack on, you're in your own little world, and it's lovely. Much more stressful down, sat on the bench.
A little bit of insight into how you're going to play.
Yeah, it's always good to have a bit of inside information, some little golden nuggets that might be able to help our defence when they're on court, but ultimately we always focus on ourselves and our own game.
How excited are you in terms of the squad that you've bought this year, the teams that you're going to face, and what's your aim coming out of this competition?
I am super excited because we worked really, really long and hard, a lot on fitness, and I have a really, really strong team this year. Great team, great spirit, really good team players. I mean, the personalities just go well, and it's just going to be awesome.
What are your expectations going into this event this week?
We've got lots of expectations for ourselves. We've got various goals in units and targets. Yeah, we're going to bring it.
I guess there's a mixture of excitement and nerves going into this competition this week. How have you managed that amongst the group?
Been a lot of nerves, but arriving here, coming to the venue today, all helps with getting rid of the nerves or settling them at least. And it's all exciting. Let's channel the nerves.
How are you feeling going into this competition, Sarah?
I think we're feeling pretty confident. It's a different tournament for us this time round, which will be really interesting. We're up for the game, up for the tournament, really looking forward to it.
Welcome back to live netball here at the House of Sport in Cardiff. Right on court for you now, warming up is the Wales development side and the Isle of Man. So this is the Europe Netball Open Challenge competition. Wales development side are in as invitational guests, so they are playing everyone in Division 1. So to bring you up to date with what that means, because of the amount of teams that we have in this competition, it's been split into two divisions, First Division and Second Division. They are based on the world rankings. So in the First Division it's UAE, Isle of Man, Republic of Ireland, Malta. All of those 4 teams get to play against the Wales development squad, but the Wales development squad cannot win gold or silver in this competition. Second division we have Gibraltar, Switzerland, Israel and France, all competing off against each other for that competition too. And as you've seen so far today, we have had some absolutely fantastic matches. Israel took on France this morning. France, the newly formed side that we've seen for the first time here in the Europe Netball competition, winning 49-38, some great play by them. Gibraltar then took on Switzerland, winning 60 goals to 16. Malta taking on Isle of Man. The Isle of Man convincingly winning that 57-38. Then the UAE versus the Republic of Ireland. What a game that was. Toed and froed, the lead kept changing hands, and eventually it was the Republic of Ireland that came out with a 1-goal win. And then just before this game on court, Israel versus Switzerland. Israel coming out successful 38-28 win, and if you watched that you'd have heard the interview with Shan Berman and how happy she was after that game. I'm Natalie Pepperell and I'm delighted to be joined by Claire Jones, a Welsh feather, and also captain of the Celtic Dragons side in the NSL here in the UK. How are you, Claire?
Great, thanks. I'm super excited. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. And you know some of these girls on the Wales development side, having played with them at Dragons and at Wales.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Really excited to see the girls showcase what they've been working towards the last couple of weeks. And it'll be really nice to just see some new faces as well and see how they've been going.
Absolutely. And an unknown side as of yet. We've not seen these ladies on court, but we will do any second now. So let's bring you the starting sevens then for both teams. For the Isle of Man, starting goal shooter is Alice Cross. Goal attack, Ailish Harris. Wing attack, Niamh Skillicorn. Centre, Rhian Evans. Wing defence is Watterson. Goal defence is Mackenzie Pizzey, and goalkeeper is Zoe Kirkham. So on the bench for them, Cassie Pizzey, Becca Cook, Lydia Shaw, Paige Skillicorn and Natalie Swales. The head coach for them is Claire Batty. For Wales we have starting goal shooter Sari Watkins, goal attack Charlotte Jennings Evans, wing attack Helen Emmanuel, centre Megan Pilkington, wing defence Dixon, goal defence Caris Morgan, and goalkeeper and birthday girl for her 21st birthday is Millie Carter. The reserves for Wales are Blackwell, Johnson, Morgan and Paulson. The head coach for them is Sarah Lewis. And the umpires for this game, Lou Cole. And the other one I'll show you in a minute. I'm running a bit behind after the court disaster. So strong start early on by Wales. And Sari Watkins played in the World Cup qualifiers, would that be correct?
She did, yeah. Really exciting young talent coming through.
Nancy Cootie as well on the bench for Wales. Oh, Emmanuel nearly got hands to that one. Pressure early on. And how much have they managed to see of the Isle of Man? Because you obviously played them in the World Cup qualifier. Slightly different squad here for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why it's going to be really important. This first 5 minutes, they'll be sussing each other out. It's going to be really important to create a lot of pressure out in front, get a few errors on the board so that we can turn over ball and make sure that we're clinical on attack then coming through. So as you can see, first turnover there, bit static from Isle of Man, and Millie was able to come through on that defence really nicely.
Nice fake by Emmanuel, finds Watkins,
Lovely
another
shot.
goal. Interestingly, no Hall or Johnson in this squad for this game, for the Isle of Man. Watkins.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how Pilkington and Emmanuel play together. Evans for Isle of Man is such a machine in that middle position.
Yeah, defensively and on attack, she plays. When you talk about centres and you're like, oh, a wing attack centre or a wing defence centre, she's a centre that can play wing attack and wing defence. So
Absolutely. Yeah, she's a strong engine, as is Meg Pilkington, very hard worker. I'm looking forward to how she'll complement Emmanuel, who's someone who likes to play with flair and freedom as well.
So commanding lead so far by Wales, 4 goals already on the board. Good pressure there by the Isle of Man, but what the entry from Jenny Evans. Unfortunate there by Kirkham. Just needs to keep her hand up straight, keep it clean. Good pressure on that
Good
centre
pressure on
pass.
first phase.
Ailish Harris needs to keep her feet down. Nice low ball to cross.
Beautiful shot.
Lovely quick turn by Emmanuel. Oh, the fake.
Brilliant.
Complete-
Only eyes for the post, Emmanuel.
Completely sold Kirkham. One thing that's been missing in some of these games so far is that creative use of the ball to draw defenders.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's something that you'll see with this attacking unit. As I say, with Emmanuel at wing attack, she is full of creativity. She'll need to keep composure though at crucial times.
Reset by Harris, finds Skillicorn.
This is nice patience by Isle of Man. Lovely roll there. Oh, unlucky.
Niamh Skillicorn plays her netball at the moment at Hartbury College. Oh, like London buses. 1 ball, 2 balls. Good pressure by Cross. Morgan to Carter. Lovely long three-court
Oh,
ball.
it's a good challenge there by Kirkham.
She came on in the last game and did a really good job, strong job against Malta. Made an impact.
That's a good middle. Oh, lovely. Good release there by Sari Watkins. Nice and early.
And that drive in by Jenny Evans. Beautiful. Dixon, no, Pilkington getting pinged. Nice run round the front. Oh,
Oh, great. Oh, unlucky Carter.
nice 1-2. Don't need to give them any second shots. We've seen occasionally the Isle of Man can have a wobble on their shooting, so need to stay disciplined, this Wales defensive side.
Oh, lovely.
Stop it. She's just showing off with that one.
Is. So that's a couple of penalties that we've had on centre pass defence. It's important that they stay disciplined first and second phase.
And Caris Morgan getting quite flat there, but still getting the ball. So the Isle of Man just need to be a bit more creative on that feed. If she gets flat, you need someone to punch through the middle because she won't see it coming.
Absolutely. I think it's maybe the timings of Isle of Man's movement that would be really helpful for them.
Ah, lovely
Nice.
no-look pass from Emmanuel. Watkins. Evans having to go back, but Pizzi was there.
Good arms there by Dixon.
Nice box formation, drops into. Ooh. Carter nearly got it.
Oh, that's beautiful trust in the pass.
And that's what they need to do more of. They're going to come across teams that are just as hard. UAE and Republic of Ireland showed today that they have definitely come to play. So
absolutely, especially if those defenders' heads are down, you know, that ball can go.
Channing Evans. Yeah. Oh, breaking call.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well held. 100. Yeah, good pressure.
Good pressure, yeah, great pressure from Isle of Man. And this is what I was saying right at the beginning. I don't think you can write off Isle of Man in terms of the workload that they put off the ball and the pressure that they're capable of building. They're very much a developing team. And I think the principles that they're developing is really impressive.
Cross. Oh. Just a miscommunication between Cross and Harris. Ooh. The same the other end. Pilkington struggling to connect with Watkins.
So Isle of Man just need to keep this steady now, coming down the court. Make sure we've got more than 2 options to the ball.
Good pressure there by Jen and Evans at the back. Oh, contact call. Pizzi finds Evans. Nice quick passing.
That's a great through court from Isle of Man. Oh, just unfortunate not to be able to finish that.
But better discipline as well by the Wales side.
Oh, Coach Killer, eh, Nat?
Don't know. Another chance for Wales to take this ball through now. Carter, 21 today. Emmanuel. Oh, attacking contact.
So Wales just need to be a bit controlled here now. This is 2 turnovers that's gone against them.
So how do you get that control?
I think we go back to a set play, so the girls will know that this will be their 3rd attempt to goal. So again, it's doing the basics, but doing the basics well now under pressure. So you can see there the use of L attack there. That's a brilliant principle, and lucky Sari.
That ball needed to go flat into Sari Watkins then. She had a nice foul hold.
Absolutely. And again here, defensively, we need to stay in structure. So we've had a few individuals running on ball that's then leaving them out of formation. We need to stay disciplined when we're on the defence.
Isle of Man setting up their mid-court zone. A little bit loose on it, however.
So there's only one option to the ball there.
Great arm.
That's a great switch from Meg. Beautiful quick ball. Wales managed to figure it out in the end.
Channing Evans finds Emmanuel. Ooh, great roll by Watkins. Still quite young in her netball.
Yeah, but
18.
I'm really enjoying the connection that Emmanuel and Sari are developing throughout this quarter. There appears to be a lot of trust between them.
Pizzi. Another youngster. Played in the under-17s this year. Oh, turnover.
That's a great tip by Morgan and backed up by Pilkington.
And a better ball from Emmanuel to Watkins. Could still be a bit more of a gut ball, but it lands. Lovely shot. 15 on the border. Look at that bullet pass.
That's great depth there.
Oh, nice ball, Dixon. And it's hard as a defender, isn't it, with these balls continuing to fly at you.
It is, yeah.
Harris to Pizzi. Look down the court. She needs to turn her hips. Nice by Evans. Look in.
such an engine, Evans in the middle for Isle of Man.
I think they've been told to work it to goal, to circle edge.
Yeah. I think they can afford to look in earlier. The shooters are doing a lot of work off the ball. Oh, that's a lovely hold by Watkins. Beautiful vision, and it's rewarded with a shot.
Kirkham needs to get her feet off and round that. Nice patience by Evans. Pizzy. Harris, lovely. Skillicorn.
Lovely middle.
She did well to
Well
keep her hands.
controlled.
Oh, it just left her hand up. Much better by the Isle of Man.
Oh, lovely.
That's just too good, isn't it? Kirkham just needs to be aware, and you know, this is probably next level netball actually, to be aware. You know, she's gone out with Watkins to the edge. Watkins not been shooting from the circle edge, so she's gone out with her. Once she's done that, she needs to look at that drive coming in, because ideally from that point in time she could pick that up. Positional switch there between her and the goal defence. Oh, in the meantime!
And that's what I mean. I think Isle of Man can afford to look in so much earlier than what they're currently been doing in this quarter.
That was stunning. Nice middle by Emmanuel. Morgan.
Yeah, so we need repercussive movement here through this zone. Well controlled by Pilkington.
Oh, the outlet.
Lovely.
Watkins is like, here I am. Just pop it into me here. I've got it. I've got you.
I'm enjoying the zone by Isle of Man. I think it's creating a few problems for Wales' attack ever so slightly.
And this is what they need, isn't it? They need to be challenged.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to be able to figure it out and problem solve through that. At the minute, it looks like we can sometimes get a little bit static, but so much better then when we were able to move through it.
Again, another good shot by Jenny Evans. All, as we said, out to impress. Sarah Lewis, the head coach here for the development side, also the assistant coach for the Wales Feathers. Oh, Pizzy. Just a bit of disguise needed on that ball. She wound up for that a bit too much. Nice by Harris.
Oh, lovely use of the ball there. Well read, Morgan. Quick transition by Wales here. Good control by Jen and Evans.
Oh, Kirkham.
Something I'd be wary of if I was Wales at the minute. Kirkham has got a few tips to 1 or 2 now.
Nice shot, confident shot, mid-range. 14 seconds left. Smarts by Wales not to send that ball back straight away, putting the pressure on the Isle of Man. 5 seconds. Wales, put it up. So first quarter score, absolutely commanding start by Wales. 23 goals to 6. Do you think they'll be pleased with that?
I think so. I think they will always want more, and they will want to crack on now. I think they've got a few errors out the way, and they'll want to put that right. But I think there's still a lot more to come from this Wales development squad.
Well, you heard it here first. Don't go anywhere because there's lots more to come. Time for input from the coaches, potential changes. Make sure you stay with us for the all-important second quarter. Welcome back to live netball here, the Europe Netball Competition Challenge Competition 2023. On court for you now is the Isle of Man taking on the Wales development side. This doesn't form part of the gold or silver medal competition. Wales development side are invitational, but a cracking game it has been so far. So quick scan around the court sees no changes for the Isle of Man side. They have stayed the same. For Wales, I think they've stayed the same as well. Are you surprised by that, Claire? Or?
No, I'm not surprised actually. I think, as I said, it's important that Wales crack on now. I think they'll want to put right some of the mistakes that were there in the first quarter, so they've got the second quarter now to make up for that.
Absolutely, and the Isle of Man obviously running out slightly different squad than they had this morning. So we were just talking off air that the likes of Ashley Hall and Rachel Johnston, who played a whole game this morning, but more of their older players have been rested. Do you think that's to expose some of the youngsters or to rest them for this competition in particular?
I think it is probably a bit of both. I do think those two players are missing in this game. I think they would have added some additional pressure in defence, but a little bit more composure than in attack. But it is important for the youngsters to get exposure, and what better way to do that against a Wales development squad?
Absolutely. Nice try there by Zoe Kirkham. I just need to keep it clean. They've given her like 3 attempts so far. Ben's just had Claire a Freddo and she's really happy.
I haven't had a Freddo since I was about 10. And they've definitely gone up in price as well. Since I was 10.
Oh, Cassie! Sorry, I've just called her a sister's name, Mackenzie Pizzy. What a tip.
I think this defensive unit is really growing into this game. They are starting to get a few tips, cause a few errors, and again, I think it's something that Wales development need to be really wary of.
Both Mackenzie and Zoe have come through the pathway for the Isle of Man, so really credit to the work that they're doing in that pathway to have those players come through. Watterson finds Pizzy.
Oh, so that's good looking over the mess there.
Oh, just unfortunate offside. Millie Carter finds Dixon. Morgan to Emmanuel.
Oh, that's good control there by Emmanuel.
I just need to stay in the game, the Isle of Man, because that was great pressure from the defensive unit, but just released there by the obstruction call of Watterson. A lovely second phase depth. It's like textbook depth.
It is, yeah. That seems to be a favourite of Wales' centre passes so far.
Skillicorn.
Good pressure here by Wales development.
Oh, lovely take by Harris. Opens up the circle on the swing. Ooh.
Oh,
nice, Millie Carter.
brilliant, well kept in.
I'm not sure how she came out with that ball, but it was almost just a case of both
It's
of them
her
put the hands on it.
birthday, she can have it.
Millie was like, I'm not letting go. You can let go. Oh, Cass. Again, Mackenzie nearly there. Kirkham down, but straight back up again.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Watkins so far. Very unfazed with the physicality that seems to be going on in that circle.
Nice ball over the mess, into the deep. What would be really nice would to see Kirkham come off the body a bit more and potentially hunt those balls now.
I think she certainly has the potential to do that. I think that's why so far we're only seeing tips because her footwork at the moment is just quite static.
And it's hard, isn't it? Because when you've got a holding goal shooter that's good like Sari, you kind of get drawn to them as a keeper when actually the better option with somebody like that is actually to come off, create those flat balls and run on the intercept.
Absolutely. You want to be ensuring that your shooter is interested in what you're doing as a defender. And if you're working around the body and confusing the space, then the shooter's got another thing to think about then. Beautiful finish there.
Great shot by Alice Cross. Breaking.
Yeah, so these are the unforced errors that I think Wales development need to sharpen up with. They won't be happy with those errors.
Ailish Harris jumping up and down there for ages in the back.
Missed opportunity there, but a beautiful finish again by Cross.
What's really nice as well is seeing in the background you've got Pip Cross, the mum of Alice Cross, president of the Isle of Man, who is filling in for one of our ball girls. You're never too important in the netball world.
Absolutely not.
Lovely down the other end. Emmanuel, Channing Evans.
So that for me as well, I think we can be a lot more aggressive onto the ball. That's the kind of things I'm looking for and would expect from a Wales development, especially thinking about who they potentially might have to play with a World Cup in summer. You know, you've got to be ripping those balls in. Oh, that's a fantastic 2-on-1 there by Dixon and Pilkington, drawing the contact.
Nice long ball.
Good interchange there on first phase. And a lovely finish.
Evans for the Isle of Man. Lovely middle by Harris.
That's a lovely triangle there by Isle of Man. This is the creativity that we're used to seeing from Isle of Man. Oh, again, that roll from Watkins.
And Kirkham caught with a head down as well.
Yeah, good vision by Pilkington then to release the ball.
Caution given there to Zoe Kirkham. Lou Cole making sure that she controls the game. I've been quite impressed with the umpiring here so far. It's been very good.
I think they're controlling the game really well and it's consistent both ends, so with my player's hat on, that's always a plus.
Sonia Thomas in your shot now, the umpire this end. Lovely screen by Harris.
Oh.
Just jumped at the wrong time there. There we go, Pip Cross doing a great job, ball girl, and Kerry, team manager for the Dragons, the other side. See, you're never too important.
No, always a helping hand.
Oh, lovely. Just textbook shooting here from Watkins.
Oh, Lily Carter from nowhere. Wow.
It was literally from nowhere.
Oh, it was.
I'll have a bit of that, she said. Yeah, good strength there by Evans.
Oh, that's really nice pressure.
Evans finds Skillicorn.
Another nice challenge from Dixon. Unfortunate there on the contact.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought it was really well contested.
Strong.
Oh,
nearly. Lovely balls. And I think the pressure of the defence is actually making some of these balls by the Isle of Man better, because they're having to make sure it's 100% accurate.
Definitely, and I think the discipline actually that Isle of Man are showing with the increased pressure is really impressive.
Yeah, agreed. Nice. Give. Oh, unlucky there by Carter. Good job, Harris.
That was well earned by Isle of Man.
Isle of Man already scored the same amount in the second as they have in the first. Still 5 minutes left of this quarter to play.
Yeah, I think Isle of Man will be pleased with their performance in this quarter. I think we can expect them to grow again as the game goes on.
Time called there. Caris Morgan going to the bench. Oh, we've got a bit of a switcheroo here.
So we see Ellie Blackwell come to goal defence and Lauren Pawsome come to goal attack. Already their effective changes. Dixon causing an error.
Nice middle by Emmanuel. Look at that driving ball. Oh.
That mid-court zone by Isle of Man there being really oppressive.
They are absolutely famous for it. They roll it out a lot, and even though teams know it's coming, it's still such a struggle to get through.
Absolutely.
Because he just needs to find the distance. Evans with the centre pass.
That's good backup there. Good looking over the mess.
Nice by Cross. Oh, she sees it. Lovely, nice connection between Pawson and Watkins, considering Pawson's just come on.
Yeah, Pawson already making herself known on this court. She's been really supportive in second phase and she's finding Watkins really well so far.
Cross finds Evans.
Oh.
Contact call against Skillicorn.
Dixon just causing all sorts of problems for the Isle of Man attack here in this second quarter.
Oh yeah, nice.
Beautiful. Eyes to post, Kellen Emmanuel. Beautiful feed.
And that was a great hold by Watkins as well. Arms up. This is where I want the ball. Give it to me. How nice is that as a midi to see that from your shooter?
Oh, nothing better than that. Nothing better.
Give me the ball, I'll sink it for you. Okay, here you go. Skillicorn to Evans.
Oh, they did well to get themselves out of that, but you could just see Isle of Man's attack just all going towards the ball. Really nice of Skillicorn to open that up then and rewarded by a shot.
Yeah, Cross nailing these shots in this quarter. That's the ball, that ball to Pawson that I just want Kirkham maybe to have a couple of nibbles at.
Absolutely, I think the work just has to be started a little bit more early. As we said earlier, just to be able to get off the body, work around her, confuse the space. Oh, an attacking contact. Caused by Blackwell. And Pawson finishes. 2 impact changes there.
Good pressure again by the Isle of Man with this zone. Watkins comes out to release the pressure.
Oh, Pawson finds herself on the floor, gets back up.
Gets the ball.
Gets the rebound. And finishes.
She just doesn't want anyone else to touch the ball, obviously.
No, there's all sorts of gymnastics going on down there.
Evans not happy with what's in front. Pizzy, ooh, Cross. Nice.
Ah, that's a nice early ball. You can see the defenders' heads were down. Trust to deliver it.
And it's nice to see Cross and Harris as well doing these interchanges now, because this isn't coach-led, because they've not been speaking to the coach. They've obviously just decided, you know, communication between them. Let's do a couple of interchanges, mix it up, and it's paying off.
Absolutely. They're both very accurate shooters, so why not trust one another underneath the post?
Pawson. Lovely. 47 up for Wales. We've got 1 minute. Potential to get somewhere near the 50 before half time. Oh. Alice Cross is playing out of her skin in this game.
She is. She's really grown into the second quarter. I think the middies as well are servicing her really nicely.
Agreed. I'd say she was a bit quieter today, but she's absolutely stepped up in this game.
Yeah.
Isle of Man already played today. Beat Malta 57-38. So when I say quiet for her. But not today, not now.
It's a great take.
Oh, and to give that in between two defenders. Fearless from the youngster.
Absolutely.
They've trained for this, 10 seconds.
Yeah, this has to be a quick transition. The time hasn't been stopped. We're down to 5 seconds. That's a good long ball. Oh! Unlucky there, Wales development.
No call given, but I tell you what confidence from Emmanuel to turn and ping that in. 16 goals to the Isle of Man, so scoring 10 that quarter, much better for them, but 48 for Wales, so a massive 25 goals for them that quarter. Better performance?
Yeah, definitely a better performance. I'm going to be super picky. I think there are still, as we've said, a few coach killers that are a non-negotiable for us. But a big second quarter coming up now for both teams.
So time now at half time for both teams to have some input from their coach and at potential changes again. Don't go anywhere. We will be back for the all-important third quarter coming up. So, interestingly, the whistle has gone and Wales development side aren't out, and I think this might be a bit of a confusion because we normally have 8 minutes in this Europe netball competition, and I think they're probably used to 12 minutes, but it's all right, they're running back out. And it's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see Emmanuel there just gathering up the troops. Keep everything nice and calm, these things happen.
So a few changes we will bring you for the Isle of Man side whilst we're on. Oh, this is going to be a caution. Delay in play. Yeah, caution for the captain for delay in play. Turnover ball will go to Evans. Oh. I mean, in fairness to Emmanuel as the captain, that's rubbish, but she took it on the chin.
She's taking it like a trooper, yeah.
It's just not funny, Taylor. Really? Anyway.
Oh,
changes.
you can't have a feel forever.
Rebecca Cook has come on to goal attack for the Isle of Man. Mackenzie Pizzi has moved back to goalkeeper. Sister Cassie Pizzi comes on to goal defence. Lydia Shaw has come on to wing defence. And the rest remains the same. I'm going to make you tell me the changes for the Wales side, if there's been any.
I think we're unchanged, Nat.
Good, if there's any mistakes, it's your fault.
I'll take that one for the team.
Could be unchanged because they've decided not to change anything, or it could be unchanged because they didn't have time to make the changes.
Quite possibly, but remembering we had 2 changes towards the end of the second quarter, I think they've come on really nicely in Pawson and Blackwell. So it gives them additional time to settle in and make a mark on this third quarter now.
Yeah, agreed. And actually, it's good to go through things like this and experience things that you potentially errors like that and situations like that, because they come up in different points and you've got to know about them and understand the consequences, really. But like we say, Emmanuel taking that caution on the chin, really good from her as a captain.
Yeah, it's good leadership there by Emmanuel.
Good rebound by Carter. Harris can't find the net this time. Interesting that Alice Cross came off.
I thought she was having a brilliant game.
I agree. Potential resting maybe for tomorrow. Unfortunately, Lydia Shaw can't stay on side. One of my favourite players, Lydia Shaw, actually.
And why is that, Nat?
Oh, she's just dogged as a wing defence. And we both know a good wing defence can be a game changer.
You got anyone in mind?
There's a couple for Dragons. Ella Davis, she's pretty good. You're a good too, Claire. You're good too.
I'll pay you later.
Rhian Evans setting the penalty. Oh, good by Skillicorn. Everyone was sat on ball side. She popped through, finds Harris. Yeah, good pressure there by Becca Cook.
Harris could just do with a little settler here, get some confidence as she enters this third quarter.
That ball given away there, or stolen, whichever way you want to look at it. Blackwell came out.
Oh, that's a great turnover there by Shaw.
Oh.
I see what you need, Nat. The relentlessness, that dogged defence by Shaw is already making a difference in the Isle of Man's defensive unit.
And Emmanuel has been not free rein, but she's been running a lot of the play.
Yeah, absolutely. And having played with Kellen, that's what she loves. She loves that freedom to be creative, and Isle of Man will have switched on to that and clearly views more pressure needed on Kellen. Yeah,
good draw by Skillicorn. Lovely by Evans. Strong challenge by Pilkington. Cook. It's no easy feat to shoot over the arms of Millie Carter, so good job, Cook.
Oh, that again, too easy there.
And we've seen Mackenzie Pizzey run on board before. I'm absolutely dying for a goalkeeper to run on some intercepts like we saw Millie Carter do in the first. So come on, Mackenzie, this is your time to shine.
What I love though is Isle of Man have put the pressure on starting this third quarter, but the way Wales Development have responded has been exceptional. They've made sure that their attack in particular is clinical, particularly when there's a turnover from the back.
Cook. Lovely. Cook shot really well earlier today against Malta. A bit shorter potentially as a goal attack, but still slotting them home.
Oh, that was a lucky call there by Wales Development. I think that ball could have been placed slightly more into the space and towards post.
Yeah, I think Mackenzie Pizzey did a really good job of running her feet. She was unlucky there. But contact is contact.
Oh!
Millie Carter had ice for that all day long.
Absolutely, she read that beautifully.
One of the qualities actually of her game is her flies, isn't it? She can read those well.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got an eye for a fly.
Oh, you're a poet. I'm going to steal that one when I'm done
You
with
can
it.
have that one for free.
Thanks. Emmanuel, look at that!
1 second ball. And it's rewarded.
Nice swing by Harris. Ooh, Cook just needs to step across the front of Carter, hold that space on the swing. She's come out to open up the circle. Good strength. Ball placement slightly off, but still Harris comes out with it.
Oh, good fake there. I'd like to see Harris put some shots up. Again, just for her own confidence, build herself into the game.
Harris setting up, calling his own. Emmanuel pulling through the middle has pulled them all flat. So Shaw doing a good job on Emmanuel, but if they're going to set up that zone, she has to make sure she's part of it, as opposed to being pulled through it.
Absolutely. Shaw is a very man-on-man defender, which is proven effective, but as you say, the structure of a zone is so important.
Pawson finds Pilkington.
Oh, that's a good change of release there by Pilkington.
And lovely because it's literally within an inch accuracy for her to pull that in.
Oh, Cook there looking for options. This is good defence. Again, Millie Carter unlucky there not to come out with two hands.
Becca Cook. Nice.
Great finish.
Ooh, strong hold by Emmanuel.
This is smart from Emmanuel, just to hold that angle, hold that position in.
And it's mixing up her play as well, isn't it? Because she's driven quite a lot, so, you know, keep the defenders guessing. We talk sometimes about consistency, but adaptability is just as important to be able to change up what you're doing.
Yeah, it's key.
Nice swing. Harris. Take a breath.
Oh, unlucky. Good rebound there by Carter. I've been really impressed with the back three for Wales Development, and Blackwell, Dixon and Carter to be able to bring the ball through.
Agreed. Pizzey to her sister.
Oh, Pilkington. She saw it.
Harris, nice and quick, give it back.
Oh, it's a great transition by Isle of Man.
Oh, I just can't sink those final goals, and this is what they've struggled with at times. A change is coming, however. We see Dixon going to the bench.
We see Beth Johnson coming on as wing attack. Emmanuel to centre and Pilkington to wing D.
Oh, nearly by Skillicorn.
Oh, lovely ball.
I mean, if I'm being picky, it only just got there.
It did. It could have gone further into backspace.
Good strong drive by Johnson. And the confidence just to let it go straight out of the hands again.
I think that's so important as a wing attack coming on in the middle of a quarter.
Evans finds Cassie Pizzi. Skillicorn looking down. Oh, lucky there by Carter. Both out, step in front of one, or pass it on. There.
It's tricky as a shooter if you haven't been too successful with your shots. It's so important to keep going, you know, psychologically to try and work your way out of it, but easier said than done, especially when you're not a shooter.
I'm surprised you finally admitted that.
Hey, there's still time.
Cook. Oh, well done for not sending that. Carter was on the hunt again. Evans to Harris. Needs to get a distance here, Blackwell. Oh, Harris put that up.
The Wales defenders now started to pick up that Harris isn't quite comfortable to shoot.
Lovely back centre pass, but nothing on second phase.
Nothing down the line there by Wales. They'll be disappointed with that. Oh,
unlucky there for Cassie. I think that was a wing and a prayer sent in there by Emmanuel. Nothing on, just going to launch it. If it lands, it lands. Strong take by Cook under all sorts of pressure.
yeah, that is unlucky by Blackwell, but I think that's a decision-making error there. You know, it's probably better to have a land high and wide than go on something that's a 50-50 contact call.
Carter again unlucky on the contact, but Cook, oh, she's there for the rebound. Lovely between Emmanuel and Johnson.
Oh, good to hold that. Good change there by Johnson.
Nice to get the ball to circle edge. Just need to turn, make sure she pulls the defence off her.
Good rebound.
Sure, a little bit quieter now.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think what's really good about Johnson is she does have that ability to hold, but actually she's really deceiving in terms of her change of angle.
Oh, nice ball from Cook to Harris. That's the one.
There it is.
She literally threw her arms up as if to say,
She looks relieved. That's the change, a brilliant change by Johnson. Salt Shaw one way, cuts in for a middle.
Skillicorn coming quite high for this centre pass. Yeah, love that. They're both just like, yeah,
Yeah,
don't worry.
good contest.
And good from the umpires as well, actually, because we've seen sometimes before stuff like that given as a caution, and actually there was nothing in it.
Yeah, it's nice to see that 50-50 ball is just called one way or the other.
Oh, there was such good defensive pressure.
It's brilliant.
Gifted back.
I've definitely been guilty of a few of them myself.
Harris. Oh, nice shot.
Beautiful shot.
Confidence well and truly back. 50 seconds left. Watkins completely unfazed down the other end.
Brilliant pressure. Good confusion of the space there by Beth Johnson.
Nice. 30 seconds left. 70 up for Wales. Still time to score another one. 20 seconds left on the clock here. Ten seconds.
Oh, an uncharacteristic missed shot there by Watkins.
On 4 seconds. It's got to go. Oh, she can't send it. But great play there from the Isle of Man. 8 goals that quarter, so consistently around the same mark. Wales 70. Quick maths, 22 goals that quarter. So again, I mean, it's quite consistent on both sides.
It is consistent. For me personally, I felt that Wales found another gear in that level, probably more so in terms of consistency. Again, they were able to make changes, and those changes had a great impact on the game.
Be interesting to see what the coaches do now running into this fourth and final quarter. We will leave you for a couple of minutes, but don't go anywhere because we will be back with the all-important fourth quarter. Welcome back to the House of Sport here in Cardiff. We are here for the fourth and final quarter in this Europe Netball Challenge competition. Isle of Man taking on the Wales development squad. A commanding lead so far, 70 goals to Wales, 24 to the Isle of Man. And some changes to bring you up to date with. Just having a quick scan around. We can see Paige Skillicorn has come on into goalkeeper. Sarah Watterson has gone from wing defence to centre. Who else do we have on the court? Everyone else has remained the same. Well, that's nice, they've only done a couple.
And Wales there, we've got Jennings Evans coming back on to goal attack. And we've got Caris Morgan coming to goalkeeper.
And at this point in time, is this to play everyone? Because the game's pretty much done in terms of scoreline, but obviously still goals are important in terms of what you've set for your team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in terms of the Wales changes, it's important that whoever is taken to court and given a bib, they enter the court with the structure that they're wanting to play.
We've seen all of the Wales bench take to court so far, apart from Nancy Coopsey, so it'll be interesting to see if she comes on court.
Yeah, and Ellen Morgan then being the other Wales player not taken to the court quite yet, but I can see she's knee is heavily strapped, so I'm wondering if there's some injury management going on there.
Lots of games, obviously. Great ball. Lots of games over this week. The Wales development squad are on again tomorrow at 7 o'clock against the Republic of Ireland, and then they play against the UAE at 3 o'clock on the Friday before finishing up against Malta at 11 o'clock on the Saturday. So still lots more games to see all of these players if they don't go on court today.
Oh, beautifully read from Blackwell there.
Skillicorn was there, but yeah. Oh. It's a tough ask for Skillicorn against Watkins. She gives away a lot of height. A wet ball and not even a run. How did that happen? Jennings Evans.
Oh, you feel for Kirkham there. If she'd just left that, that would have been an Isle of Man back line.
Contact against Pizzi. Jennings Evans. There's good pressure there, but just needs to stay on side, Watterson. Nice by Watkins. Interestingly, she's played the whole game. She still doesn't look phased. Looks like she's just started. Harris finds Watterson. Cook.
Oh, well read, Caris Morgan.
Get out. Love that. She made it look easy, but that timing is really hard. Looking over to the bench and her team are smiling at her and applauding her.
Yeah, that's great athleticism there from Caris Morgan.
Nice to see her attack reward that hard work. Lovely by Watkins. What can Isle of Man do? Oh, contact against Cook. Attacking contact.
So again, this is where you see maybe part of the game fatigue setting in, so you'll start to get a few late contacts. Feet to ball tends to be towards body. So basics here, you have to tune into the basics now.
Lovely roll by Johnson, finds Jennings Evans.
Good change of angle there from Watkins. So you can see now just not so much prep going on in the Isle of Man. Zero phase. Both getting caught there and on one side. Lovely, well opened up by Harris.
Positional interchange between her and Cook.
Oh.
And that's decision making, isn't it, under fatigue? Because I'm not sure why you would send a ball into Cook, the shorter goal attack, under the pressure of both of the Wales defenders.
Yeah, I do wonder where the other options were coming from though, Nat.
Reset?
Possibly, yeah. I think both Jennings Evans and Johnson doing a great work in the back to smother the attack.
Harris. Lovely. Both over. Recognised by Watkins, who links for second phase.
Yeah, that's smart from Watkins. I'd like to see a little bit more communications from Jennings Evans and Johnson on the line for first phase. As you say, both getting caught over the line there. Leaves us quite vulnerable for second phase then. Oh.
It's a nice work by Cook, but if she's holding the front and then rolling into backspace, you just can't roll into the backspace with two really tall, rangy defenders. She needs to do more work maybe in the backspace to play the front space.
Yeah, and again, it's just adapting to changes, isn't it? Morgan will be unknown to Harris, so it's just playing the easy ball, playing front option.
Good pick up there by Blackwell. Oh, lovely pass.
Ooh, yes. Oh, there it is. Kurgan's been waiting for that all game.
I mean, it's Skillicorn, but we'll let you on.
Skillicorn. I'm excited for her.
I know, it was really good. And like you say, it's been building, it's been building, it's been building. Oh, it's just can't take it through. A change here, and this is what we talked about. Nancy Coetzee coming on at goal shooter, and Ellen Morgan coming on at wing defence. Nancy's been in the training environment for Celtic Dragons. We've seen she's got an absolutely ridiculous jump height.
Yeah, her range to take ball is really unassuming, so watch out for that.
Cassie Pizzi.
Again, that's credit to the box defence that Wales put on there, forcing all the attackers into the same place.
Lovely ball from Johnson to Coetzee.
Good finish there by Nancy.
Coetzee wants the ball.
What I love about Isle of Man, you know, we're 7 minutes into the final quarter and they just still don't give you an inch.
Yeah, 100%. And they bought a 15 here, so for some players that potentially haven't got in the starting or in the 12 for the first game here, really trying to prove a point and get their name on the squad list for tomorrow.
Oh, it's a great swing. Yeah, really smart decision making then.
Oh, Emmanuel home alone, and that's the jump height of Coetzee. Nice cut through the middle of that double.
Oh, great pressure there by Ellen Morgan. Those arms is what forced that long ball.
She had to catch that one.
She did. It could have gone further, but great to sight.
Nice quick first phase. And just the mix-up, you know, it was the hold, and then all of a sudden, look, I can do this footwork on the baseline.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's that recognition that, you know, you have to be able to still switch it up regardless of how far you are ahead.
Passy Pizzy. Oh, great
Good challenge there.
Just overcooked. Eilish Harris holds a hand up. She says, good position, my bad.
Good drive there, Ellen Morgan.
And there's that zone. Ooh, it's good.
It's really well disciplined.
Lovely finish, but that wasn't easy for Wales to get that through. That was great pressure from the Isle of Man.
Oh, that was unlucky there.
Footwork against Johnson. Doing a good job of keeping them up court here, Wales.
Yeah. Good middle there.
Oh, nice. Good call by Harris. Get Morgan over it. 1 foot. There we go, Harris. Right, she's only just balancing and she's going to shoot as well. What is this trickery? Oh, both over.
It's good reset. Oh.
Harris fought for that one.
I could see what she was seeing, wanting to draw the fake, but unfortunately Morgan hadn't quite come off the body, so it hadn't opened up the goal attack there.
And Harris can get caught sometimes on 1 foot on the fake, so she has to give it once she's given that fake because she's already going.
Yeah.
She needs to fake with 2 feet down. Oh,
beautiful.
Stunning pass.
There you are, you can see from Karen Emanuel there demanding still for her team to keep communicating with her early on defence.
Changes rung here for the Isle of Man. See Zoe Kirkham coming back on, so hopefully we'll see another one. Paige Skillicorn going to goal defence. Lydia Shaw going back to wing defence. And Rhiann Evans coming on to wing attack. So some wholesale changes there. Nice front position. Ooh, that's where you can fake it. And Harris would have been free. Nice shot by Becca.
Very well composed there.
Johnson, Emmanuel. Ooh, just through the hands of Kutsi.
I'd like to see more prep in second phase for Wales Development Centre pass.
Evans finds Harris.
Oh, if ever there's a change you want on your bench, it's Evans for me. She's an engine. I think she reads the game really well. Look at the composure that she's keeping in that attacking end.
Harris needs to take a breath before putting the shot up. And they need to be really disciplined. They don't need to give them any chances more or let them have second attempts. Credit to that one, because there's enough pressure on them to score as it is. One little shove in the back there. Emmanuel. And another one.
Shaw just making herself known there.
Couple of words there from Lou Cole, I think, to Shaw as well. Just under a minute and a half left. Still time for both teams to score. Harris under all sorts of pressure, but great offload.
I think this change has been really effective for Isle of Man.
Oh, that'll do, Morgan. Emmanuel Johnson finds Jenny Evans.
Good back up there by Morgan. You can see how Nancy, again, I think we could be looking in early. I think Nancy has proven she can take ball on extension then up in the air, so the attackers can be looking in. There you go. Lovely.
Good effort by Kirk.
It's almost like she heard me.
All right, Claire, we'll send it in. We hear you, girl.
Evans wanting to do the same there, I think, looking in for a shooter.
Yeah, good from Cook to draw that obstruction. We'll put it up, Harris.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Shot, Harris.
10 seconds. Wales want another one. Send it in.
Oh,
look at that! Oh, she gets the penalty.
She gets the pen.
Oh, I can't quite see. 92 goals for Wales Development, 31 for Isle of Man, 7 goals for the Isle of Man that quarter, 22 for Wales. Wonderful game.
It was, yeah, and I think overall the consistency of Wales is something that we have to draw attention to. Again, the changes that were made, I thought that they had really good impact, and also settled really well into the game, which helped then with that consistency.
Absolutely.
Isle of Man patches of brilliance, but I think they'll reflect on this game and having learnt a lot against Wales Development tonight.
Absolutely. We'll see Isle of Man back on the court tomorrow at 3 o'clock, taking on UAE. Wales Development squad back on at 7, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the all-important coaches' interviews.
What are your expectations going into this competition, Fran?
Obviously, it's a huge honour and privilege for France to be represented at Netball Europe in our first formal international competition. We're really excited to be here and hopefully put out a really great performance. The team have been working really hard to get to this point, and it's just nice for them to finally be able to have that opportunity to represent their country.
Absolutely, and I'm guessing there's a mixture of nerves and excitement going into this competition, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that there is a lot of excitement and a few nerves too, but I think we've been really fortunate to build an elite culture from the outset, so hopefully that will help steady some of those nerves and help that environment.
So the last time you were on court was as a player, back here with the Isle of Man for this competition as a defensive technical coach. What experience do you bring to that team then in that position?
Experience of understanding what it feels like to be on court and have to cope with all the other things that go on around being on court as well.
Is it scarier being a player or a coach?
Coach. Absolutely. When you're playing, once the whistle's gone, you just crack on, you're in your own little world, and it's lovely. Much more stressful down, sat on the bench.
A little bit of insight into how you're going to play.
Yeah, it's always good to have a bit of inside information, some little golden nuggets that might be able to help our defence when they're on court, but ultimately we always focus on ourselves and our own game.
How excited are you in terms of the squad that you've bought this year, the teams that you're going to face, and what's your aim coming out of this competition?
I am super excited because we worked really, really long and hard, a lot on fitness, and I have a really, really strong team this year. Great team, great spirit, really good team players. I mean, the personalities just go well, and it's just going to be awesome.
What are your expectations going into this event this week?
We've got lots of expectations for ourselves. We've got various goals in units and targets. Yeah, we're going to bring it.
I guess there's a mixture of excitement and nerves going into this competition this week. How have you managed that amongst the group?
Been a lot of nerves, but arriving here, coming to the venue today, all helps with getting rid of them nerves or settling them at least. And it's all exciting. Let's channel the nerves.
How are you feeling going into this competition, Sarah?
I think we're feeling pretty confident. It's a different tournament for us this time round, which will be really interesting. We're up for the game, up for the tournament, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome down to courtside. I am here with Wales Development Head Coach Sarah Lewis. Sarah, congratulations on your first win of the tournament. Talk us through, were expectations met throughout that game?
Yeah, they were. We stuck to our structures. We played well in our units and connected really well. I think there's some areas we can work on going into tomorrow's game, but yeah, generally on the whole, we played really well.
I thought the changes that you made were really effective. I thought they had great impact. Any standouts for you?
We've got a few. The reason why we brought these changes on, just because we've got so much depth in our squad. I think bringing or changing Meg back into wing D was really effective. Bringing Nancy on at the end again under the post. So yeah, they were some of our real good impact changes that we did.
And then finally, key messages going into tomorrow's game.
I think it's just going back to the basics, making sure we stick to our principles, stick to our structures, some basic areas we made today that we need to sort of eradicate ready for tomorrow, and just go again, play hard, play well.
Congratulations, good luck tomorrow. And we are just bringing in Ailish Harris, Sarah Lewis, off you go. Hello, thank you for joining me. How was that game for you?
It was really good. You know, at the end of the game, I was saying to the Welsh team, you know, we only learn when we're challenged, and we were certainly challenged in that game. And you know, as tough as it is, you know, we go onto the court knowing we're not going to get every centre pass out to goal, and we're not going to get every back line. But we worked really hard, and you know what, games like that just are great for us to see the progress that we've made to date. So it was really fun on there, even if it was challenging at times.
There were moments where you put the Wales development under immense amount of pressure, particularly using your zone. Talk us through how you've developed that as part of your game.
Yeah, I think, you know, everybody starts with a man on, and that gets you so far in a competition and so far in that international standard, and actually knowing how to use your body to really channel people into a space where you don't want to go has kind of become like a signature move for us. And it's helpful that you can kind of slot anybody into a team then, because they know exactly what job that they've got to do in that position, rather than it being quite chaotic. So for us it's worked really well, especially whilst we've got such a young squad coming through, and we're trying to develop everybody and get everyone as much court time as we can.
And finally, what will be your key learnings from this game to take on for the rest of the competition?
Just to keep our heads up, you know, I don't think we'd come on anticipating to score so many, and we got some really good turnovers, and for us that's a massive win. So just knowing that even when, you know, times are tough, we can still perform brilliantly, which is exactly what we did today. So just taking that into the next few games, keeping our heads up and just trying to put in the learnings that we've taken from this game.
Absolutely, and not forgetting that you've had 2 games today. So rest up, and all the best for the rest of the competition.
Thank you.
No problem.